Every single day, babies in hospitals across America are fighting battles most people will never see. Not because of cancer, not because of accidents, but because they were born with hearts that developed differently before they even took their first breath. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mabel and I share the reality of living with congenital heart disease. I am a heart warrior myself. I was born with tetralogy of Fallot, double outlet right ventricle with a ventricular septal defect, dextrocardia, a heart murmur, PDA, and COA. I have had 2 open heart surgeries so far. I had my first one at 9 months old and my second one at 13. So today I want to talk more about the reality of congenital heart disease, the side people usually don't hear about. Not the inspirational quotes, not the awareness ribbons, the real reality of congenital heart disease. Congenital heart disease affects far more babies and families and just people in general than most people even realize. And every day, babies are still dying from it. In the United States alone, around 40,000 babies are born with some form of congenital heart defect each year. That means roughly one baby every 15 minutes. Sorry y'all, I'm reading off my computer because I kind of wrote it out so I can read it to y'all. So yeah, that's why I'm looking up here. So think about that for a second. While you're watching this video, another family somewhere hears the words, "There's something wrong with your baby's heart." And around 1 in 4 of these babies are born with a critical congenital heart defect, meaning they will likely need surgery or life-saving intervention within the first year of their life. Some babies are rushed straight from delivery rooms into intensive care units before their parents even get to hold them. Some are born blue because their blood does not carry enough oxygen. Some struggle to breathe. Some can't eat normally because feeding takes too much energy. Some babies undergo open heart surgery while they're only days old. Days old, y'all. Tiny bodies were covered in wires, tiny chests opened by surgeons trying to save a life that barely just began. So now I'm going to talk about something that is very hard to talk about, and that is the amount of deaths that occur from congenital heart disease. Congenital heart defects remain one of the leading causes of birth defect related infant deaths in the United States. Nearly half of Chd related deaths happen during infancy, and many deaths happen during the very first month of life, before families even get the chance to truly know their baby. There are parents walking out of children's hospitals carrying empty car seats because congenital heart disease took their baby before they ever got the chance to grow up or take their baby home. Congenital heart disease does not only happen in America, it's happening all around the world. Around the world, congenital heart disease affects families everywhere, but outcomes depend heavily on where the child is born. In countries with limited medical access, some babies never get diagnosed. Some babies never receive surgery. Some families simply do not have the resources to save their child. Over the years, there have been so many medical advances and survival rates in wealthier countries. There are still places in the world where complex Chd can become a death sentence, simply because care is unavailable. So what surviving Chd looks like? Even surviving congenital heart disease comes with battles people never see. Many people grow up having to go through repeat surgeries, medications, feeding tubes, oxygen support, exercise limitations, trauma from hospitals, anxiety, and fear about the future. Some children, spend more time in the hospital than playgrounds. Some children know the sound of monitors, alarms, and the sound of hospitals more than lullabies. This is why I share awareness, y'all. Because me and everyone else fighting congenital heart disease deserves attention and awareness and research and funding. It is the most common birth defect in the world, yet gets a fraction, less than a fraction, of the awareness and attention and funding that childhood cancer gets. It is 5 times more prevalent than all childhood cancers combined. People need to understand that congenital heart disease doesn't only affect the heart physically. It changes the entire family emotionally. Parents live in constant fear of phone calls, surgeries, complications, infections, and losing their child. Siblings watch their brothers and sisters disappear into hospitals for weeks or months, and heart warriors grow up carrying scars that tell stories most people could never imagine surviving. This is why awareness matters, because congenital heart disease is not rare to the families living through it. This is our normal. This is all we know is hospitals, surgeries, operating rooms, going under anesthesia, procedures, pokes, tubes, wires, all of it. This is our normal. We don't know, a lot of us don't know normal outside of this. Scars, all of it. None of us, I don't want to say none of us, but some of us don't get the chance to live a normal life because this is our normal. This is what we have to go through every single day that no one sees, that no one understands besides us who are going through it. Awareness leads to earlier diagnosis, better screenings, more research, more funding, and more understanding for the millions of people living with congenital heart disease. In fact, newborn screening uses pulse oximetry, has already helped reduce the deaths of critical Chd in some states by detecting dangerous heart defects early. So the next time you see a scar on someone's chest, just remember that the scar may represent a battle fought before they could even speak. And somewhere tonight, another family is sitting beside a hospital bed, praying for their baby's heart to keep beating. Congenital heart disease is not just a statistic. It's real children, real pain, real loss, real survivors. And until every heart warrior gets the care and understanding they deserve, we need to keep talking about it.